So the Pokemon Company just stocked the Prismatic Evolutions Super Premium Collection on their website at MSRP with a limit of 1, and it went horribly. My name is Jack, you're watching JBTCG, and we're going to go over the mess that was trying to order anything on the Pokemon Center today. So for any of you who may not be aware, the Prismatic Evolutions Super Premium Collection is one of the products that is really hyped for Prismatic Evolutions along with the Pokemon Center ETBs and the regular ETBs. This comes with more packs. It also comes with an Eevee Special Illustration Rare promo, a deck box, all this stuff for $89, so less than the market price of a regular ETB right now. And they dropped it on the Pokemon Center. Everyone was waiting for Destined Rivals pre-orders to drop, and they decided to drop this instead. And everyone went on the site and the queue was overloaded. I think at one point there was around 500,000 people sitting in the queue to get onto the Pokemon Center's website. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset that they missed out, they weren't able to get any products, and they're going to miss out on Prismatic Evolutions. It's going to be really hard to collect. I actually missed out on getting this premium collection as well. I was sitting in the queue. I got on a little bit late. I was like 6 minutes after the drop is when I actually hopped on, but I was stuck in queue until after it had already sold out. So what's the issue here? And is it the scalpers? No. A lot of people are going to blame the scalpers, and scalpers is a word that people like to throw around and use, and usually it's used incorrectly, honestly. Most people just point at anyone who's buying Pokemon products and just call them a scalper. But the main issue is the drastic increase in demand in the Pokemon space. Like 6 months ago, there was little to no demand. There was no outside pressure. You couldn't scalp Pokemon products really because there was no margin to be made. If you went on the Pokemon Center, waited for something to release, and you bought as many as you could, it still wouldn't go up in price. Pokemon Center ETBs, they would sell for $60 to $70 when MSRP for them is $60. So if you're trying to resell them, you make no money. The reason that scalpers are able to make money now is because of the huge increase in demand, increasing the market price of these products. But these scalpers aren't paying $200, $300 per booster box. They're buying them at $160. It's the people that are demanding this set and wanting to collect it that spend $200, $300 on a booster box or a Pokemon Center ETB. That is the reason that the price is so high. It's because the market and the public is willing to pay the price in order to have these rare products. Now that's a separate issue that I could go on a whole tangent about. And I don't want it to seem like I'm defending scalpers in any way. I just want to explain how the market works to make people more aware of why prices are like this. Now back to the original topic, the Super Premium Collection, as well as the Journey Together booster bundles, which were also released on the Pokemon Center around the same time, maybe 10-15 minutes after. For both of these, it was a complete mess, and for your average person, you are not going to get any of these products at MSRP. And one of the reasons is, when the Pokemon Center loads these things onto their site, they aren't able to be searched for or found through like the categories or selecting the menu and selecting TCG cards and selecting Journey Together or Prismatic Evolutions. These products don't pop up. Like the Super Premium Collection, it wouldn't pop up if you did that. You have to have a direct link for that product. So that means the only way to really get these things and have a good chance is clicking a link from a restock Discord or a link from somewhere to the specific page with this product. And basically what that means is your general Pokemon fan is not getting any of these. I even struggle to get products at MSRP from the Pokemon Center and other websites like Walmart and Target because of the crazy demand and how many people want these same products that I want. Now I have gotten lucky here and there, but if I was a casual Pokemon fan, it would be near impossible. But now onto the bigger question, what does this mean for Destined Rivals? Well, it's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be really difficult to get these Destined Rivals products. I think this set is gonna be bigger than Prismatic Evolutions. I think the ETB, I think the Pokemon Center ETB, and the booster box, which Prismatic Evolutions doesn't have a booster box, but I think every single product will be at least as expensive or more expensive than Prismatic Evolutions. I didn't think it would be quite as hard to order products as I found out it would be today, because just a month ago I was able to get pre-orders for the Journey Together Pokemon Center ETBs. This was the second wave that they did for them. They came into stock. I managed to get in the queue, ordered 2 of them. Really no big issues there. It wasn't that difficult. and it didn't seem like it was all taken up instantly. Since then, the hype and demand in the Pokemon space has grown larger and larger, and it's only getting more and more difficult to make orders. I hope the Pokemon Company limits the amount you can order for Pokemon Center ETBs, booster boxes, and all these other ancillary products to 1 per person, because otherwise, simply, most people aren't going to get them. Like, think about it. If 500,000 people took time out of their day to sit in the queue on the Pokemon Center website around the time of a drop, think about the general demand in the Pokemon space. Think about the total amount of people that want these products. There's so many millions and millions of people that want these super premium collections. They want Prismatic Evolutions, Destined Rivals. The Pokemon Company is not going to print enough to supply this. Their final print runs for these sets were made way in advance. They have contracts, they have to print this, they have to package it up. Like, we've seen Destined Rivals stuff already out in the wild. That's because it's pretty much all been made at this point. They just need to package it into ETBs, booster boxes, and all the collection boxes and stuff like that. And at the time when these contracts were being made and this set was being printed, stuff was really cheap. Like, you could get Obsidian Flames ETBs for $30. You could get pretty much every Scarlet and Violet set on the Pokemon Center for MSRP. Things like Obsidian Flames and Stellar Crown booster boxes were selling for under $100 for a 36-pack booster box. So the estimates and the calculations the Pokemon Company was going off of to make these print runs was off of the demand back then. And sure, they assumed that these sets might do a little bit better because Destined Rivals would have Rocket's Pokemon and Journey Together style Pokemon with the partners and the trainers. But there's no way they could have predicted that the demand in the Pokemon space would quintuple or 10x basically. Now, I'm sure that the Pokemon Company will end up issuing reprints and make some large reprint waves going down like in the next year or 2 years, but for the time being, at least for the next 6-7 months, it's going to be extremely hard to find product. Making pre-orders for things like Destined Rivals, the Black and White set, the Mega Evolution sets that are coming up, it's all going to be extremely difficult to do. And again, before I end this video, I do want to reiterate that really the only way to get these products is to click links from restocks or people that send out restock notifications. You can join a bunch of different Discords or follow people on Twitter. I'm personally affiliated with PokeNotify. I'll put links to them in the description and stuff, but you don't have to join them. There's other options out there. But for those of you that were unaware and you were on the Pokemon Center website refreshing and trying to look for the Super Premium Collection or look for any of these other products, they don't pop up because you have to have a direct link to the product. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we're cooked.